I'm gonna teach you how I glue. This is probably not perfect and probably not correct, but it works for me and I'm lazy and it's easy for me to do it. So, I'm gonna do these, the hand and the palm. Sorry. I'm gonna do the hand and the forearm. And basically, you want things that overlap. This section right here overlaps. Great. Yippee. I'm gonna go into the forearm. It's also automatically meshed because I'm lazy. So if it looks bad, I'm sorry. I'm gonna copy basically wherever they overlap, which is here. I'm gonna go into the palm, go there. I'm gonna paste it to see where it sits, and then I'm gonna go through and delete wherever it overlaps. And then I'm gonna paste it again. So now that I can actually connect the two, like, texture stuff. Give me a second while I do that. If you're better at like meshing stuff, do your own method of doing this. I'm very lazy, so I tend to automatically mesh things around. I'm gonna copy wherever I just connected. Actually, let me double check really quickly. Yeah, so I'm gonna grab this section here. Save that. So I'm gonna go into here. I'm gonna paste it here. Oh, did I not fully grab there? Hold on. Yes. Let me go and grab like this. Essentially what you want to be doing is making sure the textures kind of act as if they're one area. So what I can do now is that I can just delete that, put this back there, and then I have to fix up this little mesh section here. Bonk. Bonk. Auto connect. So I'm lazy. There. So now basically if you click these two sections, they look like they are one piece. They look like they are, like the mesh almost looks like if they go in together. But they are once again still their own separate pieces. Now, you click both of them. You go into the mesh the mesh editing area. You select whatever you select. You click bind, which you can't see because of my stupid little overlay. Anyways, there's a bind right here in the corner you can kind of see. You go bind. So what it does is whatever overlaps, whatever they have the same points as, whatever the same vertices, it now binds those things together. You see this little green thing? That's cool. Yippee. So now you have a little section right here that says, glue. Cool. So for example, if I were to move, if I were to move the palm, it kind of moves with it. It's kind of weird. So like, it's a bit wonky, especially if you're doing it the way that I am, which is very lazy. Because it'll only be binding whatever you've already determined as a section that it will like affect. So if you wanted it to affect more of the arm, you can make the vertices go up higher, which means you'd have to have this thing be like all the way up here. So that depends on how you feel about it. I don't know, up to you. So now you have the option to go into here. Yeah. And now you have this little tool. This is the thing that kind of confused me a lot, okay? So when you're editing the textures and you have them both selected, one of them is red and one of them is green. You cannot change which is red and green. They are just red and green. It's fine. So when you're doing this color stuff over here, it determines what is being pulled which direction. So for example, I'm gonna do, hold on, let me make a hand really quickly. So I'm gonna grab all of these fingies. I'll make a hand. Hand. So now I have hand. Let's say I want to like move it this way, and I want to like shift it, like, I don't know, here. We'll just like do a little bit weirdly, right? So you see this is like broken a bit. So what you can do is when you have the option for your glue thingy, where's my glue? Give me back. There you go. So the red, if you, again, they're blocked, I'm sorry. The red section, there's a little like glue thing with a red on it. This one determines how much the red thing is affected. So when you have this all red, this does not care what this does. So let me, like, if I move this, it doesn't really, it does not care. It simply does not care. This thing is unaffected. Now, if I do this one, right? If I do this fully green, this one does not care what this one does. So if I can move this, and now they are basically not glued. So what you want to do is kind of fiddle with it to see how much you want this to be like red and green. So now, if I go with the middle little tool, it's the one that says red and green in the here, then I can kind of determine how much they have an effect on each other. So, you know, I can be like, okay, I want the green to mostly be in control, but be slightly affected by the red section. So you can kind of fiddle around with how many things, whatever. Once again, if you're better with your meshes and you're smarter than I am, it won't be as wonky. I simply want it because it's easier to deal with certain things and I don't have to double check all of my things. I used it for the mouth because I don't know if anyone else understands how annoying it is to rig a mouth and the mouth like covers, like the lip line and then the lip covers. So I do it so that I don't have to worry about fully matching everything. So it's a bit wonky, but it works and it's easy enough for me because gluing is kind of scary when you get more complicated with it. Hypothetically, you could also make like the palm like extend all the way up again, and you could also make this like it just depends on how much control and effect you want on each other and how much you want the vertices to be, you know, overlapping. Yeah. Okay. That's it. Hope it helps. Sorry if it doesn't. If you have questions, I'm happy to help you. Again, I don't do it the right way, I do it the easy way. So if you want help with anything, let me know. I'll try my best to assist you somehow. Yeah. Okay. Have fun.